Alright, so we're going to be talking about my autism in this video, so let's get into this. So as you may know, I am totally different to a lot of people because I have autism, if you may know or may not know. So as you know, if you are autism as well, this will be kind of perfect for you to watch this video so that you don't feel alone, and because obviously I do as well, and most of my friends are as well. So because obviously I'm in a special needs department in college, and it's hard for us sometimes. So let's get into this though. So if you don't know what autism is another word for autistic. So it's hard for us to maybe learn or communicate or just anything like that really. Like we just find some things hard in life, which is obviously me. I struggle to learn, I struggle to communicate, and my speech isn't that good as well. So obviously my learning is mostly the reason. But I know some people who are autistic like me want to be like everyone else, but like I said, we are all different in any of these disabilities and all. So obviously we should be respected with these sort of disabilities, and which there's nothing wrong with us not being autism, because I usually am in an autism group sometimes, and and it's kind of perfect for me to join autism groups because it kind of gets me to express my feelings to people with their difficulties and struggles, and I can kind of interfere how what they do and all that, and it's just something for me to be there for, and feel like I can talk to someone about these sort of disabilities. Another thing as well about being autism is that in relationships it's kind of hard for us to struggle with. If we find someone who's attractive, a lot of people will say, "Oh, she's fit," but we're just trying to mind our own business, because that's what we usually are because being in a relationship as a person with autism is kind of different comparing to what normal people have, and it's also kind of hard for us to keep a relationship as well, because obviously there's another reason for that as well. When we were in a relationship, we don't usually see what normal people are like what boyfriend and girlfriends usually do, outgoing activities or going to other places or doing activities and all that. Well, I'm kind of like that, but not every autistic person is kind of like me, because I'm different. Because maybe autistic people do love to go out with if they do have someone in life and all that, and it's just it's perfect for them really. But it's always the struggles that we usually kind of have, and this kind of affects the relationship as an autistic, because most of us people with autism, we are not outgoing a lot. Most of the time we are indoors doing indoor game activities. For example, we're mostly on these Xbox, PS4. This is perfect for us with autism, because that motivates us. It's this can be part of our enjoyment for autistics and all that. It's just what we do a lot. We just grab the controller, put the game in, and we're gaming. It's just more for our enjoyment as an autistic. We can just do a lot of indoor activities in our home instead of outgoing, because even though some autistics are outgoing as well, but if you're like me, I'm definitely not an outgoing person, so it's kind of hard for us as well, especially if we're going to go out with our girlfriends or boyfriends as an autistic. We're kind of we just can't really do that a lot, because I know in relationships we usually go out a lot, but some people need to understand, if you're going to be dating a guy with autism or a girl with autism, you kind of need to understand their expressions and their feelings of what they actually like doing more, because they are not like everyone else. They like to do what they want, because with their struggles and all that. So you do kind of need to understand of what we do and all that, and how we do our sort of activities. Even cuddles come to us thing as well. I'm happy with getting cuddles from people and all that, but that's just normal. But it's just certain amount of people I can only have cuddling me. Obviously your family and friends are, yeah, but obviously I know some people have these sort of lists of who they can only cuddle, which is not even a problem at all, because obviously they kind of have this worried feeling as well from hugging someone who they don't know. Like I'm kind of like that and all. Like I usually have just a certain amount of list of who I can only cuddle, and like just by someone who I actually know. So it's just, you know, who we are still, like I said. And as you're watching this video, you are probably going to hear me do, you know, a kind of speech struggling and communication struggles, because, you know, because my communication is not that bad, and, you know, because I know some people, you know, are just not like this, you know, because obviously my communication is kind of bad, and I'm kind of feel scared about people who kind of discuss about my communication, because it's still kind of bad even when I'm talking in front of the camera right now. I still kind of struggle with my sentences and my, you know, what I'm gonna say, because you know, it's just in my head really that I'm kind of bad at talking. And this one kind of hurts me a bit as well, but the amount of people who kind of disrespect us is another thing. Like, let's say me for example, like I like to sometimes make friends with people who are different to me, like people who are not do not have disabilities or anything like that. They're normal people. I just want to have some friends who like are just like normal in life and all that, and instead of just being with some people who are with autism, because a lot of my friends do kind of have autism, and I'm kind of happy to have that still, because it's just, you know, it's amazing, so I can talk to them about anything, like about my enjoyments and what feelings and expressions I kind of have, and I think like if I talk to someone without them, then I think they kind of, obviously I have this kind of scared feeling that I'm kind of gonna get the picked on Mickey taken out. Basically what I'm trying to say is like people who are just gonna be disrespectful. And coming back to the dating thing, I'm more I would really love to date someone who is like different to me, and like can sometimes be my life partner in life, like kind of support me with my struggles and my difficulties and all that, and just, you know, be like everyone else really, you know, but just being different like me and the other people with autisms and all that. We just, you know, we just want to get on with our lives, just be normal like everyone else, and just, you know, hopefully we can have a good life. But like I say, with the amount of disrespect we kind of get for some people who never respect our disabilities, is just horrible. And like, let's say like, for example, asking someone out for a date, that sometimes, you know, it can be a bit of a failure for people with our disabilities, and like once I've asked the question, the most likely we're gonna get is laughed at maybe or something, because, you know, like they probably prefer someone without the sort of disabilities that I have, and it's also a sad thing really, because we are all human beings no matter what we are. Like we're all just human beings. Like we can be who we want to be. Like it's not my fault that I have autism, because that's just who I am really, and what kind of difficulties that I have. So I'm probably going to end the video off here. So before I end it off, all I want to say is, if you see someone with autism, just listen to their feelings and expressions of how they, and the difficulties of what they struggle with, and maybe you might probably give us some helping out, and if you are autism as well, and let me know down in the comments about your autism and what your feeling and expressions are like, because I like to know of what kind of struggles you have with anything really, because it kind of gets me in the motivation of how I can kind of help you a bit with it, and hopefully you lot can kind of help me a bit with my disability, and hopefully you can understand us. So just be respectful to us, and just give us some helping hands, and just basically keep us motivated in life. And that's all you really have to do really, to kind of help us a bit, because people have been kind of telling me that, and it's kind of been helping a bit, you know, like I'm kind of learning to, like, you know, talk to people more and all that, and even going out with maybe on a date more, because I've kind of been doing some of that, and it's kind of going okay, I guess, and I'm really happy of what's going on right now. But anyways, hope you made it all the way to the end. thank you for listening, and I'll see you lot in my next video.